I mean, listen, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun here. You can stop me if you want to talk about this later, but I'm the biggest advocate for Bang Bang Boogie to come back and work together. You know what I'm saying? I'm the biggest advocate. I couldn't wait for S1 to come out so we could finally do an album in the name of P.O. because P.O. ain't here. All the rappers is home now. You know what I'm saying? So like that would have been something to do for me to feel good. And I think for all of us to feel good. Like, all right, at least we did a real album. We put it out. So for him to be saying the stuff he's saying, it's like, hey, big bro, sometimes it takes for the big bro to try to make it happen too. I can't be the only one trying to pull everybody together or have the idea when there's a bunch of egos going out there. And then Mike's on, shout out to Mike. It's no ill will to Mike, but he doing his own thing over there. And it's like, he ain't reaching out either. And I'm just like, I'm not, I guess we all got egos and pride get in the way and to stop a lot of things from happening. And so for him to feel like I don't want to work with him, he shouldn't feel like that, because I would have loved to finish at least finish what we started. And I would say that, like, I think Cuban Link is a personality. I think Cuban Link could get into acting. I think he should have his own reality show. I think he should be podcasting. If he do all of that shit and take the energy off of Joe, he's not gonna like when I say this, because he's gonna think, he trying to say Joe again. He just take the energy off of Joe and put his energy into that for 20 years instead of Joe. Cuban to be out of here. Nobody can blackball you this day and age. Nobody. You can't blackball a nigga. You can grab your audience and you go and you run with them. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my advice to him after I knock him out.
Or what do you think about the narrative that people think that Joe must have paid you some money, and then that's why you done switched up on Cuban? Yo, your reaction.
Fat Joe is not, look, listen, Fat Joe is not that worried about me supporting Cuban. Hulk, nah, I need you to not fuck with him here. Like, the shit sounds stupid. Like, next question. Like, come on, man. People are fucking.
Oh, wait. But come on, look at Joe. Typically doesn't speak on Cuban, right? But in several of your posts now, he's been in the comments and said things like, Cuban is too easy. Trust me, I know. And you were like, yeah, big bro, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, thank you for showing them love. And he's got money on you. Come on. What do you think about that?
I think that he got money on me. He better put his money on me. Fuck is he talking about? I put my money on me too.
But doesn't that make you feel like he's invested somewhat? Like he's like, oh, they going down, they gonna fight? Yeah, this sounds good to me.
If a nigga been trolling and talking about you for the last 20 years, kicking your back in, wouldn't you be on the side of the nigga who's about to beat his ass too? Like, I don't see that wrong with what he's doing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Like,
but doesn't it, like, from the outside looking in, right? It seems like Joe is happy to have someone else fight that fight for him. Because to be honest with you, he's owed Cuban a fair one for 24 years now. But instead of him fighting Cuban, he's like cheering you on, like, yeah, get him.
I mean, that's how if that's how people want to perceive it, I can't. They change their mind, but I don't look at it like that. I just look at it like, hey, he's going against the nigga who been speaking bad about him for the last 20-something years. He want him to get his ass beat. That's just that. Like, I think people internalize things too much and it bothers them. I've been learning not to internalize it. That's why when you was asking about 10, I was like, it ain't that serious. Like, I don't internalize things like I used to.
I'm not saying that he can't feel that way, but like from like a public standpoint, it kind of looks bad for him to be doing that. That's what I think. Because people are going to be like, oh, well, why are you doing that? Instead of stepping in the ring, it should be you versus Cuban for celebrity boxing. And I'm not saying that Joe has anything to gain from doing it, but,
Well, I don't know, bro. I know right now it's me and Cuban. So, that's how people going to paint the narratives that they want to paint, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
What about in the live that I did with Cuban, you said Cuban betrayed Joe? Why'd you say that? You just said that to get on his nerves, huh?
I be trolling that nigga too. Fuck. I be trolling that. That nigga be trolling me too. Fuck that. And let me tell you why I said that though. Because Joe said, yo, and this is back then, yo, look, I would have never did that to him. Whoever did that to him, just like doing that to me. Like, we got to see that person together. So I'm like, damn, I never heard that before. I'm like, Joe was on the type of time, like, nah, like, even though me and him had a fight, that's my brother. Nobody else was supposed to come in and cut him. Joe said that. So I'm like, Cuban, maybe you betrayed him now because he was on your side. You know what I mean? At the same time, I'm trolling him. You know what I mean? I'm trolling him because he chose me. So,
Yeah, but don't you think that when you do things like that, it feeds the narrative more that like, dang, Joe really got to Hocus.
This is the internet, man. Like, this, I don't care what people think. You know what I mean? I think Cuban know I'm trolling him. Like, at that point,
he did tell me that though. He's all like, yeah, he's just talking shit. Yeah, I know.
like,
you don't really feel like that.
He knows I'm fucking trolling him.